Hey everybody, I'm back. Hey, is that 2023? I'm pretty sure it is. And now we're finally in 2024. Cool. So in this video, I'm basically just going to explain what I thought about the year so far. But I would like to say this off the bat. Everything here is all my personal opinion. This isn't on any human being's opinion other than me, okay? And anything that's not related to the internet will not be included, so any personal things will not be included in this video in order to secure my privacy. So what I'm basically gonna do is talk about things that sucked or rocked this year and how it affected me physically or mentally. So I'm basically gonna go from the first month of the year and end it off with the last month of the year for this video. So without further ado, let's start talking about things that happened to me in 2023, either physically or mentally. So, one thing I would just like to say is that we're going to have to start off negatively though. We're going to start off with the negative things that affected me this year either physically or mentally. So, let's start with January. Ho ho, but however, not much has happened this January, so lucky me, but let's go to February and see what it has. Well, I think it's safe to say that my avatar changed this February. I used to look more like a baseball player back in the day, and if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, well, here's an image, and here's another one too. So, why am I talking about this? Ain't I happy with my modern avatar? Yes, I'm very happy with my modern avatar. I like it the most. But, however, I kind of miss my old avatar. He was cool, and he was nostalgic, but overall this one wasn't a big deal, so let's move on. Now let's talk about the content change I had to do around February. It kind of made me sad that I had to change content, but I had to do it for a reason. For those who don't know what I'm talking about, around February, I had to do an entire niche change. What I mean is that I've done so many other niches that when I started to get interested in commentary, I had only to pick either one or two niches. So I went with animation and commentary, and that's it. Even though I should have focused on one, but who cares? If you want to know more about this, I'd recommend clicking this video. I'll leave a link in the description so you guys can go check it out. However, this is also just a minor impact despite it impacting my channel very greatly, so let's move on. March was going very okay until now. Now we are in April. Now this is when the first garbage thing genuinely happened. But however, it was also kind of minor too, but it really sucked though. So, for some reason, YouTube decided to disable my community post because they said I was unverified. Yeah, they said I was unverified. And I wonder why they would ever do this. Like, why is that very important? Like, why do people need to be verified for the community post? I know it's something cool, but it's not as cool as having like 1 trillion subscribers or something, but okay, that's enough of overly biased prejudice, exaggerated anger, but all of that aside, yeah, it was really dumb. I have made a share and repost about this, and yeah, and here's the thing. But however, again, it was very minor, so let's move on. And by the way, I got my community post back, yay! And the months following, they were going fine, except for hiatuses, which, despite them being very minor, they still really sucked. So I basically ran out of ideas for videos, and that's why I went on hiatuses, and why the content that I later featured on was just really dumb YouTube shorts and just occasional posts on the community post, and that was it. I ran out of ideas. I ran out of ideas who to talk about, either negative or positively. I ran out of animation ideas, and yeah, it kind of sucked. Please tell me who to talk about next. I don't want to make this a waste of time. Shut up. Just shut up, scarred for life emotion. But that wraps up everything that was negative this year. Now, all I can say is that all the negative things here were either just minor stuff that happened to me, so they weren't that bad. And now, we're on the good side. We're going to talk about the positive things, and trust me, there may be more than bad things here. Yay! Okay, finally, now we have made it to the good side, and let's start with the positive things that happened to me in January. Just like the negative side, nothing happened this January. Come on, January. Why were you bad month this year? You sucked. Enough making January sad. February is when this handsome avatar was born, and when I did my amazing content change. Again, it was sad, but it impacted my channel for the good. I hope. I'm trying not to be egotistical. March, nothing happened. It was also going kind of boring. You do not want to taste my attitude, March. and my very angry bass boosted voice, and honestly I don't want to do it too because it hurts my voice. Okay, now we are in April. Now let's talk about what happened this April. Well, my first commentary video came out, and guess what? It was a complete success. For those people who don't know what I'm talking about, it was my video against Mekayla TV. Basically, I was calling her out for some stuff that was bad, and yeah. And guess what? She actually responded and actually didn't ignore it, and that was actually kind of good. I'll leave a link to both videos where I made on her, and also just don't send her any more hate. It's outdated. However, there is some things I kind of do want to take back on my rant. The part where I went like,
so chibi that to remind me of one of the pictures.
Honestly, you didn't even need to show that image at all. Made me go like, honestly, you didn't even point that out. April Chemi 13, you're so snowflake-ish. I know it was a weird image, but still very snowflake-ish. And to be honest, my personality was sort of way too angry. But overall, the rant was a complete success, and to be honest, I was kind of proud of it. And now let's move on to May. I reached 500 subscribers. I know that may not sound a lot, but for a small obscure YouTuber like me, I was insanely happy. And not trying to flex or have an egotistical attitude, but now I have 540 subscribers and I can totally see a bright future ahead. I forgot to talk about this, but my video on Jem Reviews was damn successful. It was very successful, gaining over more than 1,000 views. That's crazy good for someone obscure like me. The reason why I made it is because I always thought Jem Reviews was a really good critic, and not many people was talking about his disappearance. Like, there was literally no human beings talking about it on YouTube, so I became the first one, and I ended up getting that well-deserved success. I hope I'm not being egotistical. Speaking of egotistical, I got to try out the Grimace Shake, not because of the memes, and I got to go to Universal Studios. Damn. But why am I talking about this? Didn't I say I wasn't going to talk about anything personal in this video? Well, I put this on my community post, so it's going to count. 100%. No complaints. Sort by oldest returned. I turned 14 years old. And the grand finale, last but not least, I made a new Roblox game. Albeit a very bad one because I'm new to scripting and I'm still kind of young. I made a community post about it, and if you want to try out my game, I'll leave it in the link in the description. Again, don't expect it to be a masterpiece because new to scripting, I used free models. Yeah, very scummy. And that's a wrap. Overall, ignoring the minor annoyances, it was overall a very decent year. I kind of enjoyed everything about 2023. Well, obviously except for the annoyances that happened that year, but overall it was a very decent year. I'm hoping the same thing will go for 2024, and I wish all of you a happy new year. Anyways guys, bye. This is Chemi 13 sailing away. Alright, enough of my excessive, exaggerated anger, but yeah, this kind of sucked. I have made a share of reports about I suck at English!